Okay, let's go on a cruise. Hey internet friends, welcome to another episode of Dabbling with Dan. Today Dan is dabbling in arboratory here in Norfolk, Virginia. And what I would like for you to go ahead and do, if you like this video, go ahead and click in the bottom corner there, hit subscribe, like and share with a friend. But there are some really cool boats here that we'll share with you. Come along with me and let's take a look.
According to us, ship number 24, that is the USS Arlington. Arlington is a San Antonio class amphibious assault ship known as a landing platform dock, or LPD for short. Primary mission of that ship is to deliver Marines and equipment on shore during an amphibious assault. She's equipped with helicopters as well as landing craft and hovercraft, all used to move troops and equipment from ship to shore. That ship is 688 feet in length, 108 feet wide, carries a crew of 400. She'll transport 800 Marines. And that vessel is currently high and dry out of the water within the floating dry dock Speedy. You'll see the black and gray walls of the floating dry dock on either side of the ship. The way the floating dry dock works, the walls and bottom of the dry dock are hollow and can be flooded with water. That'll cause the dry dock to sink down into the river. When the dry dock is submerged, the ship is then carefully maneuvered over top of it, and when the vessel is in the right position, over top of keel blocks, which are laid along the bottom of the floating dry dock. And at that point, walls and bottom of the dry dock are pumped free of water, which will lift the ship out so that bottom side repair can be done. And the USS Arlington is named for Arlington, Virginia. All the ships of this class are named for U.S. cities. The Arlington is named in honor of the victims who lost their lives in the U.S. Pentagon on September 11th. U.S. Pentagon located in Arlington, Virginia, just across the Potomac River from Washington, D.C. Under repair at BAE Systems this afternoon, you'll get a good look at LHD number 3, which is the USS Kearsarge. Kearsarge is a Wasp class amphibious assault ship known as a landing helicopter dock, or LHD for short. She's 844 feet in length, 140 feet wide at the flight deck. She'll carry a crew of nearly 1,300 and transport 1,800 additional Marines. That vessel will carry 40 helicopters, a wide variety of landing craft and hovercraft, Harrier jump jets, Osprey aircraft, and a 600-bed hospital. The ship is currently high and dry out of the water within the floating dry dock Titan. Titan is one of the world's largest floating dry docks, more than 880 feet in length, with a lifting capacity of well over 60,000 tons. Warship number 64. Number 64 is the Battleship Wisconsin. She is the last and the largest of the 4 Iowa-class battleships built during World War II. Battleship Wisconsin, built between 1943 and 1944 at the Philadelphia Navy Shipyard. The ship was commissioned on the 16th of April, 1944. She served her first service fighting the Japanese in the Pacific during World War II. Battleship Wisconsin is a very large ship, 888 feet in length, 109 feet wide, and weighing in at more than 60,000 tons when fully loaded. Primary weapons aboard the ship are 9 16-inch guns she carries. There are 3 guns per turret, 2 turrets forward of the ship's superstructure, and 1 turret aft. Each of the 16-inch guns can fire a 2,700-pound projectile at a distance of more than 20 nautical miles with pinpoint accuracy.
Let's go aboard and take a look at it. Guns here. Some sort of launching tubes. These look like where they would put like Tomahawk missiles in. Here are a couple shells that would be fired from these guns. So this is how the cartridges of powder were packed in. Came in a tube like that, and then put the projectile in this big gun.
16-inch guns are the largest ballistic guns ever deployed aboard a U.S. ship, and they are the most accurate guns ever deployed aboard any vessel. Battleship also carries 12 smaller guns, which are 5-inch 38 caliber guns, 2 per mount and 3 mounts on either side of the ship. And during World War II, the battleship also carried well over 100 anti-aircraft guns as well. Wisconsin not only served the U.S. during World War II, but also the Korean War and Operation Desert Storm. Throughout the long career of the ship, she was equipped with newer, more advanced weaponry, including 4 phalanx close-in weapon systems, Harpoon anti-ship missiles, and Tomahawk cruise missiles. Ship is now fully decommissioned, permanently moored here at Nauticus. Wisconsin opened for visitors as part of the admission to the Nauticus Center. Guided missile cruiser. The Ticonderoga-class cruisers were the first class of naval ship to carry a very sophisticated system known as Aegis. The Aegis system consists of high-tech sonar, radar, communications, and computerized weaponry. Aegis-equipped ships can track and prioritize well over 2,000 targets simultaneously. Those targets can be surface targets, submarine targets, air targets, even targets for other vessels. Pier 3 here at Naval Station Norfolk is the submarine pier. We're only using the south side of Pier 3 currently. And the Navy only stations attack subs here in Norfolk. You'll see 3 attack subs this afternoon on the south side of Pier 3. The 2 submarines closest to us are Los Angeles-class fast attack submarine, and the one far inshore is a Virginia-class fast attack sub. The primary mission of the attack submarine, no matter which class, is to seek out and destroy enemy subs. That mission is carried out using the Mark 48 torpedo. Mark 48 is a heavyweight torpedo used only on board submarines, and it is the sub's primary weapon with a strike range in excess of 20 nautical miles. Mark 48 will deliver more than 650 pounds of high explosives and travels at a rate of speed in excess of 70 miles per hour. These submarines are also equipped for long-range land attack, carrying Tomahawk cruise missiles. These missiles can be fired from either a surface or submerged position. Depending on the version used, the Tomahawk has a strike range between 700 to well over 1,000 miles. And all 3 of these subs are nuclear. The next ship that you'll see is ship number 64. That's the USS Gettysburg. Gettysburg is another of the Ticonderoga-class guided missile cruisers. I mentioned that the Ticonderoga-class ships were the first class of warship to carry the sophisticated Aegis weapon system. Aegis-equipped ships are quite easy to recognize. If you look at the forward superstructure or the stern superstructure on the port side of the ship, you'll notice those gray 8-sided plates on the upper superstructure. Those plates are 2 of the 4 radar arrays for the Spy-1D radar, which is integral to the Aegis system. Spy-1D radar provides the ship with a constant 360-degree radar signal. And all Aegis-equipped ships have those 4 radar plates on their superstructures. Next ship that we'll see is the USS Normandy, coming into view now on the south side of Pier number 5. The Normandy, also a Ticonderoga-class cruiser. And inshore to our starboard side, number 57, is the USS Mitcher. Mitcher is a Arleigh Burke-class destroyer. The Arleigh Burke-class ships are the second of only 2 classes of naval vessel to carry that Aegis system. Arleigh Burkes are quite similar to the Ticonderoga-class cruisers. However, Arleigh Burkes are newer and a bit smaller, 506 feet in length, 67 feet wide, and carrying crews 325 aboard. These ships are very capable multi-mission surface warships, carrying out anti-surface, anti-submarine, anti-air warfare, and long-range land attack. Arleigh Burke-class ships are equipped with 1 5-inch deck gun mounted aboard the ship's bow. That weapon has an effective range of 17 nautical miles. That range can be extended to more than 70 nautical miles using specialized rocket-propelled projectiles. These ships are also equipped with two phalanx close-in weapon systems, which are radar-guided Gatling guns, used for close-in defense of a ship against incoming missiles and aircraft within a 3-mile radius of the vessel. Arleigh Burkes carry Mark 46 torpedoes for anti-submarine warfare, and Arleigh Burke-class destroyers will carry 90 missiles. The missile systems on Aegis-equipped ships are stored and deployed from vertical launch system cells built into the ship's fore and aft decks. Missiles fired directly out of the deck, or VLS system, at a rate of 1 missile every second and a half if necessary. Missile systems carried aboard the Arleigh Burkes include the Navy's standard surface-to-air missile, used primarily against enemy aircraft, but can be used against satellites and ballistic missiles if needed. These ships also carry Harpoon anti-ship missiles, which are low-flying sea-skimming missiles designed to fly beneath an enemy ship's radar. And Arleigh Burkes also equipped with Tomahawk cruise missiles for long-range land attack. You'll see LHD number 1 on the south side of Pier number 6. That ship is the USS Wasp, the first of the Wasp class of amphibious assault ships. Known as a landing helicopter dock, or LHD for short. That ship is about the same size as a World War II era aircraft carrier. She's 844 feet long, 140 feet wide at the flight deck. She'll carry a crew of 1,292 and transport 1,800 Marines. She'll be equipped with 40 helicopters, both attack and transport helicopters. She's also equipped with a wide variety of landing craft and hovercraft on board. She'll carry 6 Harrier jump jets. Harriers are fixed-wing jet-powered aircraft, take off and land vertically. Wasp also carries some of the Marines' Osprey aircraft, which are propeller-driven tilt-rotor aircraft, allowing the aircraft to operate like a helicopter or an airplane. In addition to all of that, the ship also carries a 600-bed hospital, complete with intensive care units and operating room. Carrier in the world of over 1,000 feet in length, a super carrier. Forward is 1,092 feet in length. She's 258 feet wide. Ship weighing in at just under 100,000 gross tons. Example of the weight of an aircraft carrier. The ship is equipped with 4 propellers. Each of those propellers is 22 feet in diameter, and each bronze propeller weighs in at about 60,000 pounds. USS Ford will carry 75 aircraft when underway. She can carry up to 120 if necessary, but the Navy puts aircraft carriers to sea with 75 aircraft on board under normal circumstances. And those aircraft are taking off, landing, and being raised and lowered to and from the flight deck at all times during the day or night, rain or shine. That much activity on the flight deck of any aircraft carrier makes being a crew member on the flight crew one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. These have, besides the obvious airport, they're equipped with movie theaters, barbershops, laundromats, doctors, dentist offices, religious chapels, gyms. Each of these ships even has a fast food restaurant that's open around the clock when the ship's underway. That's in addition to all the galleys and mess halls on board. Some of the Navy's aircraft carriers are also equipped with Starbucks in them.